Hey, what's good guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my beginner build guide for the dual wield lightning build in Crimson Desert. So let's jump right in. This guide is a beginner build, so it's very accessible before chapter 7. All the gear and the weapons are very accessible. I'll be running through my skill tree, some gameplay, some boss fights, my abyss gear and my gear loadout. So hope you enjoy guys. Let's get stuck in. So first things first, let's move on to my inventory and let's have a look at the gear. So I've got the Frost Curse plate helmet, the Frost Curse plate armor, plate gloves, boots and the cloak. Now this is a really cool beginner set that you guys can achieve, quite simple. You basically loot all the pieces from different locations. If you haven't got the armor, check out my video on my YouTube channel. They're very accessible, very easy to get to. And to be honest, they come with some pretty good defensive stats. We've got some ice resistance and a couple of sockets here and there to obviously implant some abyss gear into. Unfortunately, with the plate armor, there's no socket, which is really annoying. So in my advanced guide, I have got a different build. I've got the golden greed plate armor, which basically gives us access to abyss gear sockets. If you don't know what abyss gear sockets are, they're basically enhancements that you can put on your gear, almost like perks. So if we go to the helmet, you can see I've got 35% turning / damage. This can be basically implemented by the witch. So you need to get to chapter 4 or 5, I believe. Head on over to the witch's house and you can basically grab a piece of armor or equipment, take the perk out of that, and then you can put a perk onto another piece. So in terms of damage output, the abyss gears or the abyss gear enhancements really make up the damage of your build. So use whatever armor you want, guys, to be honest. That is aesthetically pleasing to yourself. As long as it has decent defensive stats. Obviously mine are half decent. I haven't really upgraded too much of my armor, or even my weapons, to be honest, as this is a beginner build guide. But yeah, just keep on the lookout for your abyss gear enhancements and try and sock it as much as you can in. As you can see, the gloves, we've got 17 attack and 5 defense, not too shabby. It's only at 3 refinement, so the more you upgrade your armor, of course your defensive stats will bolster up as well. I've got some ice resistance and a damage reduction enhancement there. I'm using the Melted Ambition. This is a chapter 7 completionist weapon, I believe. I think when you've defeated Mirrodin, you can get this weapon. I've socketed the Ground Surge turning / abyss gear into it. Aether's Orb, which comes from the Darkbringer. Again, that's a weapon you can check out on my channel if you'd like to see the location for that. And I've also got a critical rate abyss gear socketed into the weapon as well. Wolf's Fang, again, very solid weapon. This is from the campaign story. So all of this gear, guys, all of the weapons, everything can be easily obtained through my YouTube channel guides. And basically just through progressing the main story. You can pick up the Wolf's Fang as a main story quest item and the Melted Ambition. Frost Cursed Armor, again, check out my guide. And Aether's Orb, you can check out the Darkbringer location guide on my channel. But as we can see, we have the Crow's Pursuit, 4% damage to mighty foes. I might change that for another critical rate abyss gear. We have a critical rate abyss gear socketed there. In terms of earrings, I've got the engraved gold earring, the ancient earring, which again, all of this gear needs updating or upgrading as such. We have the Payloon Signet, again this is from the main story, and we have the Ancient Shell Ring. Of course this is a beginner guide, so barely any of this has been upgraded, but my advanced guide will have much better stats. The Radiant Necklace you can get from the main story as well. Also this necklace here, guys, the Terivian Necklace, this gives you a second wind. So when you fight a boss or an enemy and you basically die as such, the necklace will activate and it will give you a boost to your health and revive you, so that's pretty handy. My second or two-handed weapon is Devour the Dead King. Again, I've got a YouTube guide for the location on that. And that's pretty much the abyss gear and loadout, guys. So we use our forward slashes. We can activate the Crow's Pursuit and the Aether's Orb, which does a ton of damage. We've also got the Vow of the Dead King, which has nice forward slash combos too, with the Nature's Echo attached to it. Got some nice turning slashes with that as well, which is really cool. But the main one is the Melted Ambition and Wolf's Fang combos with the forward slashes. And then obviously if we do our light attacks as well, we can go into a lightning attack as well, which is nice, which is lovely. If I just grab my focus up a little bit, we've also got the Lightning Surge as well, which is pretty good for AoE clearance too. So we can attack, and then we can do a Lightning Surge, which blasts some lightning bolts onto the enemy. So, that's the gear loadout, guys, and the Abyss gear. Just briefly touching base, guys, on the Imbue element. If you'd like access to the lightning ability, fire abilities, or anything that includes elements on your weapon, then of course check out my channel. I do have a puzzle guide on how you can get the fire element and the lightning element too for the build. So guys, moving on to the skill tree. Now, if we have a look at our skills, I've invested 41 Abyss artifacts into the skill tree. So again, guys, this is a beginner guide, so very accessible for new players. So we've maxed out the turning slash. This is absolutely fundamental for the build, as it basically we have a 35% turning slash Abyss gear attached to the helmet, and we have a ground surge ability as well from the Melted Ambition weapon. So this will do a ton of damage with our combos. The main one here is proficiency. So if we're going into our light attack chain, we can effectively use this in the middle of the chain, as it's inherently quite a slow ability, just using it off the bat. So try and incorporate it into your light attack chains, and you'll see your damage go up quite significantly with that maxed out turning slash skill. We have forward slash completely maxed out. Again, this is absolutely fantastic with the Crow's Pursuit and Aether's Orb combo when we're dual wielding. So this will be our bread and butter. Forward slashes and then light attacks into turning slash. Obviously, if you're a fan of lightning or light attack, use your arm combat and max that out. I've got 5 Abyss artifacts, so I might max that out in the future. But I'm a very big fan of forward slash and turning slash. Of course, you can invest into stab too if you like the stab combos. I've also gone for the blinding flash finisher, and that's pretty much the top tree. If you like your grapple combos, of course, go for that too. I've invested 7 points into stamina. And then if we go down here, we have our lightning surge. So this is a really good AoE or paralysis sort of combo that you can implement when an enemy is about to attack. Really handy. We've also got the imbue element for the turning slash. So again, I really like the lightning turning slash ability on this build. Really cool. Quite flashy. So we've invested 2 points there. And of course, we have 4 in health. I'd like to bolster that up a little bit. In the advanced guide, I'm up to 10 and 10 on both stamina and health. And then down in this tree, the most important one, to be honest, is Nature's Echo. So this basically gives us a silhouette when we're using our forward slashes. Really handy, so just invest a point in there. And I have found with the imbue elements that the spirit does go down quite quick, so I've invested a few points there. If you don't know what Nature's Echo is, if I just get my forward slashes, as you can see there, there's like a silhouette that attacks just after you attack as well. You can use this with the two-handed weapons too. So forward slash, we have a Nature's Echo silhouette, which just bolsters our DPS output too. So guys, that's the skill tree. And that's pretty much the loadout and the skills for the build, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video and found it informative. Again, this is a beginner build, guys, so take care with the pieces and the armor. Obviously, I haven't upgraded too much, but of course, feel free to do that yourself. Upgrade whatever equipment you feel needs upgrading. And of course, I'll leave you guys with a boss fight just to showcase exactly what the dual wield build can do. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.
Set your filthy feet upon for treason! King's fury is fiercer than 1,000 spears! Tear your limbs and above that castle gate! I am the Stag Lord! King! Eternal! I will witness your end from atop my throne! It's time for me to take your life! Sleep now in everlasting night! This cannot be. Do not wait for me, my subjects. Have no fear. I shall not fade. Until I build a glorious kingdom for you.